course, welcome to the Garden City here in Kumasi. Of course, it's high spirit, really. All the three schools that have made it into the grand finale, they are poised to, as you just said, to glorify the Lord, to, begin serving a living God, or as the Keta folks have coined in the past couple of hours, they are serving a God of wonder. And so we're going to see how all of those ones get to turn out and come tomorrow right here at the Great Hall of the KNUST. For now, though, we're going to have a quick chit chat with them and find out what they've bellen thinking, as Professor Elsie Kaufman likes to call them, the superheroes on stage. I mean, I could never do the stuff that they are doing on stage, but of course, joining me for this particular conversation with the finalist is also Managing Director of Primetime Limited, producers of the National Science and Maths Quiz. Nanika, grateful that you could join us this morning. I mean, it must be fun. It must be fun.
Yes, it is. Lots of fun, actually. In fact, I'm loving the puns. 7, a living God, glorify the Lord, and what 7, a God of wonder. I love the puns, and these are the things that make the NSMQ so interesting.
Definitely. And let me say hi to the superheroes. This is a clan of superheroes. Hi guys, how are you feeling? Oh, are you really that quiet every time, or you can talk? Can you talk? Let me just take a round of thought for them. How is the feeling?
It's actually nice being here, and we are feeling like really excited.
I see.
And just like how everybody is wishing to win, you're also eager to win.
You're also eager to win. Let me hear from the Keta folks. So you say you are glorified, and I'll ask you how you are coining all of these things. But how do you feel? How do you feel? Bryce?
I'm also very much excited to be part of the team that sent my school to the finals for the very first time of the NSMQ.
Okay. So you are looking to serve a wonderful God?
Yes, please.
I see. And then the PRESEC, they are serving a living God. Are you really serving? And then the last time the Presco boys said nobody is serving Satan. We're all serving God. How's the feeling like? I mean, ahead of the grand finale.
The feeling is very amazing and it's inspirational. Honestly, we are so grateful to God for bringing us so far. We are very happy and we are excited and we are in high spirits about what is to come out tomorrow.
Okay, so let's get the the ball rolling, really. Let me get the microphone for Nanika and start off with it. Let me just remind you, wherever you're joining us for this particular conversation from, we're live on the AM show on the Joy News channel and also on the Joy Super Morning Show on Joy FM 99.7 FM in Accra, 99.5 FM, Love FM in Kumasi. Nanika, let's start with you. I mean, it must be a real eye-opener, right? Moving the competition from Accra to Kumasi for the very first time.
Yes, definitely is. And, we're used to doing it in Accra, so it was a bit out of our comfort zone to move it to Kumasi. But we've loved the experience, and everybody's been very warm and welcoming and very helpful. And it's made it very, very easy in many ways.
I mean, I guess what people really want to hear is, as Primetime Limited, have you been able to identify any, significant differences in hosting the tournament in Accra and then in Kumasi also?
Well, when I went back to Accra last week, and it was rather quiet there. So maybe that's what the difference is. But in terms of the organization and the other things, that it hasn't really been different.
I see. And we would like to talk about, what is at stake in this grand finale? All the big
Well, we'll start at 2 p.m. with a short closing ceremony, and then after the closing ceremony, the competition itself begins. So that's as much detail about it as I can give at this point in time. And everybody should just tune in and see what is going to happen. But
and of course,
going
at
to
2 p.m. makes sense. Everybody, it's Friday, we're closing from work, and then everybody can catch the fun also.
Everybody can catch the fun, and I'm sure it's going to be lots of fun. You've met all the contestants. You already know what they are capable of doing, and they're going to give a good show, a very, very good show.
And I'll come back and then ask you about, your personal high points in hosting the competition in Kumasi. But let me go to the superheroes and borrowing again Professor LCF Kaufman's term for them. And start off with Eden. Well, you can take the mic. You have actually been in the competition before. Last year, you were on stage for Prempeh College. Returning this year, has it been any different at all for you?
It's been quite different because last year there were different competitors. These guys are also very good, equally good as we would call, as LC would, Madam LC would call all of us as superheroes. They are also superheroes. So it means it's quite challenging and it would be very difficult for one to just leave the trophy. But we know that with God on our side, anything is possible.
But has it played in your favor in any ways? I mean, returning to the competition from with last year's experience, has it sort of, giving you an edge over your other colleagues in the competition?
Okay, I think it's kind of played in my favor a little bit during the semi-finals. Because when the Warriors were actually catching up, it wasn't that easy, but we just had to keep our cool. So we were able to maintain our composure during the fourth round, even during the riddles, when they picked up the second riddle, because picking up the first riddle, we might think that, oh, we are done, right? But it wasn't just an easy task. So we just had to keep on working hard and then waiting till the final whistle is blown. Okay.
And then eventually, when we'll talk about glorifying very shortly, but give the microphone to Bright. Now, Bright Senior Gajo, he's the talisman for Ketasco. I mean, the entire Volta and OT region. In fact, not just them, because as we have learned, all the other schools that are falling off in the competition are now sort of whoever supports you.
Not at all.
Okay. Let's talk about your run then. I mean, from the regional qualifiers into the prelims, into the 1/8, and then the quarter semis. Now you are here. How's it been for you?
As I said earlier, we are very much excited because from the 1/8 stage contest to the quarterfinals and then the semi-final, it wasn't easy at
speak
all.
Up a bit. Yeah.
It wasn't easy at all, but because of God's favor in grace, and also by our hard work and then perseverance, we're able to make it to the finals of the competition.
I see.
And we are very much grateful.
So if there was a direct question like, which opponents or set of opponents did you face ended up being the most challenging for you? Is there a school that readily comes into your mind?
Not really.
No, you're a big man. You're a big man. No, but none of the schools that you met was challenging for you.
They were all challenging, equal strength.
Okay. So you eventually beat all of them.
Yes.
I see. Let me go to the PRESECans, the boys in the blue corner. How's the feeling, Joe?
Yeah, as I said before, amazing, great. We are in high spirits.
We know that when you started talking about 6, you talked about it for 2 years before it actually became a reality. End up 7, you're living God before the competition ends this year.
Yes, we do, because we've put in a lot. We've sacrificed a lot. We've given a lot into this. And I think we are all very capable of it. In spite of how challenging and competitive it will be, we don't expect it to be easy. But it's in the difficult times that God really shows His light. He shows who His favorites. And He shows how much you mean to Him, how much He will help you. So we believe very strongly that we'll be bringing the 7th trophy.
I mean, I'm going to repeat that question I gave to Bright, to you too. That, I mean, is there a school that sort of get you a bit jittery, a bit nervous and all that? Was there a school like that?
Well, to be very honest, I think before every competition, no matter which school you're facing, there's just a little bit of nervousness because it's not about the name of the school. It's about which student is there, what the student has learned, how passionate and driven and prepared he or she is. And so I think generally for all the schools, there was something slight, but in the end, we trusted in our God to deliver for us, and he has really shown us that he's with us every step of the way. So I think that's my answer.
I mean, your semi-final contest, you had to do an early substitution. A lot of people who are wanting to hear what's the latest with Otumfuo, who you substituted. He's okay, right?
Yeah, he's okay, by God's grace.
I see.
Yeah, he's doing fine.
I see. Oh, so that's for the fans out there who have been asking about Otumfuo. Ask you that question that Benjamin Keta asked him last year. He said Accra Academy, before the entire competition started, Accra Academy was one of the schools that you're looking out for. I mean, it was a real threat to them. Did you have a school, even before coming into the 1AC, did you have a school that you thought this school really is going to be a threat to us?
Well, I think we were looking at the Kumasi schools, especially schools we'd never done external trials with, but I don't think we were particularly afraid of any school, if that's what you're trying to ask. We viewed all of them equally, and as I always keep on saying, we trusted in our God to deliver.
Then let me come to Bright and Bright. What does this grand finale mean for you? I mean, I know that, of course, it's the very first time your school is going to the grand finale, and the very first time a school from your region is going to the grand finale. But personally, and for your team, what does it mean to you?
It means a lot. Like, being there is a great achievement, and then winning the trophy, like, would be. Well, I think it's a great achievement, and then winning the trophy for the very first time, do it so.
Is it possible?
Yes, please.
I mean, among the three schools, between the two of them, PRESEC and Prempeh, are 10 trophies. I mean, that must be huge. And for a school that's coming into the finals for the very first time, and also the entire region for the very first time, it must seem a bit, intimidating, or not at all to you?
Not at all.
Not at all. Not even.
It's a secret.
It's a secret. I mean, give us a gist of that secret. You can give us that. This guy. Okay, let me talk to Eden. I mean, if they win it, then it's going to be 3 trophies apart from the 2 that you have now. If you win, you're closing the gap to just 1. What's your resolution? I mean, have you been able to monitor them? You know their weak points? Is there anything like that?
We just want to be secretive. Actually, the competition, the final hasn't started, so we are still looking over our strategies, going back to the drawing board, starting from the scratch, and then we want to see how God will help us in the final come tomorrow. Okay.
Now, among the 3 schools, you're not just 3 different schools. You're also 3 different regions, and you're representing Oseko, host region. Is there a message like you have to, the folks in the Ashanti region who, as we have learned, even though you beat Opogwari in the semi-finals, they are all coming back to support you and make sure that you keep the trophy in the Ashanti region. You've heard about that, correct?
Yes, please. I've heard those certain rumors about that. And it would be very nice if we could win the trophy and keep it in Ashanti region, because during the Ashanti Regional Championship we were claiming a host and win, and by God's grace he showered us with his blessings and we were able to win it. So we are praying this would be a consecutive one for us, because the regionals wasn't our main motive. The main motive was the national championship, because that's the one everyone is eyeing for. That's the major bragging right, and that's what we also eyeing very much for. And then if you're able to win it and keep it in Ashanti region, prevent it from going to Volta or either Accra, it would be very, very nice for us. So the American support would be a massive contribution to that. Then we'd love to have them here. You'd love to have the Americans here. Well, if you're just joining us, this is our conversation with the finalists of the 2021 National Science and Maths Quiz from PRESEC Legon, Keta Senior High Technical School, and then, of course, Prempeh College. We're live on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM.
and Love 99.5 FM in Kumasi. Also joining us for this particular conversation, and she's been here with us all this while. Nanekyi is the managing director of Primetime Limited. Let me come back to her and then ask about. I mean, you've heard the thoughts that the guys are pouring through. It would have been nice to at least have a girls' school represented in the grand finale. You went to Wesley House. I mean, your girls came as close as the semi-final.
Yes.
Were you thinking that they could make it to the grand finale?
Do you want the politically correct answer, or you want the performance from the quarterfinals? I had a lot of doubts, if I'll be honest, because Tamale was really strong. I was really surprised at how things turned out in that particular contest, because if I'll be honest, I was expecting Tamale to win that contest.
I see.
And but for me, you were asking about my low points and high points. This year I had wanted, and as I saw the contest going, I had wanted a girls' school to win, or when I saw the quarterfinal contest, Ketasco's quarterfinal contest, I said, well, Ketasco, I'd love for Ketasco to win, because they are also showing that they can do it. Yes, that they can do it. And then I was also looking out for Tamale. So these were my three. So my low point was having them all in the same contest, because only one school could go through.
Yeah.
But my high points, I loved Canton. I did. I loved Canton. I was really happy for them because of how far they've been able to come. First time being seeded in the competition. They haven't been very active, and then suddenly this year they're able to go all the way to the quarterfinals. I think they've done a marvelous job. I was very happy for St. Louis. I was sad that they had to go though, but 51 points at the quarterfinals and you don't win your contest.
That's hard luck.
It's amazing, yes. So this year I've been really impressed with the scores that they've been getting. Usually the trend is if you see any 50s, it's in the 1/8. Maybe a few quarterfinal contests, but you're not going to be seeing 60s in quarterfinals and semi-finals. But this year, yes,
Green Boys from Prempeh College.
This year they've done amazing things. 70, 71, and I'm really impressed. So these are my high points. The students have done extremely well.
But if I put you in a tight corner and ask, PRESEC, Keta, Prempeh, did you see any of them in the grand finale?
I would say that until the quarterfinals, I hadn't seen Ketasco get into the finals. I knew that they were a strong team, and for they're Volta regional champions, and for the past 3 years they've been to the semi-final. So I was expecting that definitely we're going to see them quarterfinal, semi-final, but I hadn't quite processed the final until I saw their quarterfinal contest, and I was like, wow. These people can go far. So then, yes, I said, well, I'd be really happy if they won it, because no Volta school has won it before. It would be great to have a new story instead of having the regular schools that everybody is like, every year is like,
just reshuffling among the 11 schools.
Something like that. Something like that. It would be a great breath of fresh air, a great story to tell if Ketasco won, and I'm all for them. I'm all for the wonder. Yes, I'm all for the wonder.
Okay. Well. As we're wrapping, I want to hear what is at stake in the grand finale. But before we do that, I mean, an amazing, feature of this year's competition that I had seen, and I only got to find out that actually being a part of the competition in previous years is the counseling sessions that, are being provided for the contestants. Not only them, but also, I'm told, their teachers too.
Yes.
I mean, what was the thinking behind that?
Well, over the years, we've noticed that the contestants come under a lot of pressure, and it affects not only their performance, but their reaction to losses especially, and even sometimes to wins. We have had people collapsing on stage before, or in the audience before, and so before we started getting the team of psychologists, I used to talk to the students myself before the beginning of their contests, and I used to do it both at the regional and national level. But along the line, we realized that the need was, from the stories that we had heard, the need was rather urgent, and it was important. So we got a team of psychologists. So for the past 3 years, I believe, 3 or 4 editions, we have had psychologists, a team of psychologists, come in and speak with the students. Before
on-site clinic also.
Yes,
okay.
yes, 24-hour on-site clinic. Yes.
Wow.
And but we refer the serious cases to a hospital that we are working with. When we were in Accra, we would refer to Medifem Specialist Clinic Hospital. Over here, we are dealing with the KNUST and the hospital. Yes, where the serious cases are taken, but. Otherwise, whatever can be managed, because we do have a doctor on location and nurses too.
Okay, just run us through briefly the awards, the rewards at stake in the grand finale.
There are lots and lots and lots of them. We have the main prizes. That's first place, second place, third place, sponsored by GES, and that's 80,000 total. Going to the first place school, 40,000 to the school, 20,000 to the students, and 20,000 CDs to one. It's 30,000 to the school, 17,000 to the team of students, and 17 to the teachers. So 64,000 total. And then the last one is 50 total. That's 20,000 to the school and 15,000 to the students, 15,000 Ghana cedis to the teachers. And that's just the main prizes. We have Absa Bank giving us the Excellence Award, which is sort of like a compliment to the main one, which is 40,000 to the winning team. So it goes to the team, 20,000 to the school, the teachers, 20,000 Ghana cedis to the students, and then 30,000 to the second place school, which is 15,000 to teachers, 15,000 to students, then 20,000 to the third place team. To be shared, 10,000 CDs to the students, 10,000 CDs to the teachers. Oil is sponsoring that, so it's a new award.
I see.
Yes, but they want it to be decent. So that's the catch. The Jama, yes, but decent Jama. Exactly.
Great. I mean, it's been amazing talking to you. Let me just wrap up with our superheroes from here. Amanfo.
Seniors.
Are you really a senior? Amanfo.
Yes. Seniors.
Okay. I mean, final words to the folks at home. We are wrapping up now.
Okay.
Just briefly.
We are just telling all our fans to expect nothing but the best, to play alongside with us, so that we would be successful in making our 5th trophy a reality.
Okay, great. From Ketasco, Joe Lally.
Now or never.
Finally. Okay. Final words.
Okay, so like we are telling all our fans and then our supporters and all students of Keta Senior High to continue praying for us, and that we will not disappoint them come Friday.
Okay, Blue. Blue, final words, 10 seconds.
Okay, so we are praying, we are asking all our supporters to keep on praying for us. That's what we need most from them, to pray for us, to support us in everything that we do. And we pray that by God's grace we'll bring back the trophy. Thank you so much for everyone who has supported us.
Thank you too, guys from PRESEC, from Ketasco, and then from Prempeh. And that's all time will allow us on this particular conversation. The big day, exciting contest. Would have to go off and join SMS now, so we're taking a break there to continue. But quickly, want to chip in something?
Yes, I'd like to announce that the hall can only take so many people, and that for all the others who come, there's a place where they'll be directed to. We have giant screens there, and they can follow the competition just as everybody else inside the hall. Can I say thank you to my sponsors?
Okay, quickly.
I'd love to
all the sponsors, and of course, all of them are mentioned vaguely. Want a better expression? We are hard pressed for time. But okay, quickly.
You can never say thank you enough. So GES, Absa Bank, Prudential Life Insurance, Goyle, Etel GTP, Dano Milk, Joy Industries, Kiki Juice Drink, Third Eye, Third Eye. I can't say thank you enough to all of these sponsors for the support that they are giving us. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you too.
Collaborators too.
Thank you so much, Nanekria, Managing Director of Primetime Limited, and sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with Absa Bank. The broadcast of the quiz on Joy News is supported by Cowbell, Papa's Pizza, Ace Medical Insurance, Tampico, DBS Industries Limited, Kings Group Limited, ULesson, Kingdom Books and Stationery, Tole Yogurt, Smart App, Nyamidia Apartment, and we're grateful to all of you. The grand finale starts at 2 p.m. tomorrow at the Great Hall, KNUST. You want to make time for it. For now, thank you so much for your, the pleasure of your time. We're taking a break now, and we're back on the AM show with some more fun. Stay tuned.